Andre Cacciatorian of NESN.com on the line with the Ring Magazine senior writer, Mike Coppinger. Mike, just a few hours ago, Anthony Joshua unified 3 heavyweight belts by defeating Joseph Parker via unanimous decision. 3 judges scored the fight, 118-110, 119-109, and 118-110 for Joshua. What are your overall thoughts on the fight? I was following your Twitter throughout the fight, and you didn't seem happy. You thought it was a lackluster event.
Yeah, lackluster. Pretty dreary and uneventful. Neither guy seemed willing to take any chances. Particularly Joseph Parker to work his way inside into the bigger men. And we had a great heavyweight title fight earlier this month, also on Showtime, between Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz, and this was far from that. So yeah, a disappointment for sure.
Now, why do you think that was? Do you think both of these guys were just trying to impress the judges, not take a risk? Why do you think they were so timid throughout the fight?
I think Joseph Parker was pretty tactical, and I also think his jab was giving, Joshua some issues, was disrupting his rhythm, making it hard for him to set up his power shots. And, their styles clashed, and it didn't produce fireworks, unfortunately.
Yeah, Anthony Joshua, coming into the fight, all of his wins were via knockout. His first victory that went the distance. Do you think that this has anything to do with him, or just it doesn't affect him at all, like his stock, I guess?
It certainly doesn't help his stock. Like you said, he had scored 20 straight knockouts before this in 20 of his fights, and now someone wants the distance and matches that, but he never came close to even scoring a knockdown or even a big punch. So yeah, I think it puts a bit of a damper on hopefully, when Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua meet to crown the first undisputed champion in the 4-belt era and the first undisputed heavyweight champion period since Lennox Lewis reigned supreme in the early 2000s. But, that's still the biggest fight that can be made in boxing. 2 great personalities, 2 massive punchers, and the 2 best heavyweights in the world. Yeah,
I was just going to ask you about that. Deontay Wilder, he seems like he's next on the radar for Joshua. He's also undefeated. Do you think that fight will happen anytime soon? I know it seemed like Joshua was hesitant to respond to that question after the fight.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought he seemed very hesitant at first. I think the fight happens at some point for sure, whether it's, the fall or it's the first half of 2019, hopefully at the latest. But it's bound to happen. There's simply too much money to be made. It makes too much sense for all parties involved. It's just going to be a matter of them getting to the negotiating table and them agreeing on a purse split. These negotiations for these big fights are not easy, and if they can get a deal done, it'll happen.
So, what did you think of the scorecard, by the way, before we go? Do you have it scored any differently from what the judges had?
I had it a little bit closer. I had it like 116, 112, but I don't have a problem with that. They're 12. You're scoring round by round, and the round against Parker could have went to Joshua as well. So, if you don't give Parker the benefit of the doubt, I can see it.
Do you think Joshua having a home ring advantage had anything to do with that?
It always helps. You always get the benefit of the doubt when you're the home fighter. It's the way it is. Whether it's on purpose or not, the judges are human and they're influenced by the crowd reaction, etc. So,
now with that said, assuming Wilder and Joshua do fight, where do you think this fight will be? Because Joshua's never fought outside of the United Kingdom.
I think it's more likely than not that it's in Las Vegas. They want Joshua to come over to the U.S. to establish himself as a star here as well. He's already a massive star over in the U.K. He's known to boxing fans here, but they have to get him over here if he's going to become a star here too. And the hope is that he could be a global star. So I think there's a good chance it's in Vegas. Yeah.
Well, thanks again for coming on, Mike, as always, and for. If you guys want to read more about boxing, go to the Ring Magazine, and also follow Mike Coppinger at Mike Coppinger. So thanks again, Mike.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, Andre.